Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm GGstarcaster, bringing to you another StarCraft 2 Gamecast. This time we have Idra here in the upper right-hand side, also known as the top side since there are only two positions, on xel'naga caverns. Everybody's least favorite map. Unless it isn't your least favorite map, then it wouldn't be your least favorite map. But anyway, as we see Idra sending the Overlord out here across the middle, very, very standard thing to do. If you're a Zerg player, you always need to send the Overlord out in a scouting position. Looks like Idra just go ahead and get his Overlord on 9 and continue to make drones. His opponent is Sixjax. Don't really know a whole lot about this player. But since he's playing Idra, I assume he's pretty good, regardless of his terran imbalance, as I'm sure Idra would very much complain about. As we see the barracks going down here on 13, it looks like for him. Pretty standard opening there. Gonna go for that wall off as the Overlord is sending out here by Idra. And he is gearing up to take a fast expand on 15 here. So, kind of interesting play. A lot of players on this map, since the natural is so wide open to all these areas, they will go ahead and get the gas, get the pull, get a couple of Zerglings, and see what their opponent's doing before they do this. But I think, really, because of the size of this map, that against Terran you're perfectly safe to do this. Against Protoss, because of the pylons and the warp gate situation, this would not be such a good idea. But against Terran I think this is fine. Not a problem with it at all. If you can get away with the 14 or 15 hatch opening as Zerg, you should always do that. You should be at such an advantage. Looks like the Marine rallied to the opponent's base. Gonna come up here. And pause it just for 1 minute here, guys. Exciting news, we now have new maps on ladder. So I went today to try to find some replays on some of the new maps, and I couldn't find any, which I thought was very, very odd. Hopefully there will be some new maps, new replays of the new maps up pretty soon though, so I'll be getting those as soon as I can. I am doing this one. It is on xel'naga Caverns, which is an old map, but it's still in the ladder map rotation, so it's still relevant to the game, as Jungle Basin, Shakura's Plateau, Blistering Sands, and Lost Templar are all gone from the rotation, and there are a few more maps, like 4 new ones that are replacing those. This Overlord taking damage from the Marine, and it looks like it will just get away, as the Marine only has a 4 range. Good control there by Idra. Doing the drone transfer, he does have the spawning pull down and a couple of Zerglings out on the way. So he needs to go ahead and get some couple of units out here just to deal with some of this early possible pressure. But looks like Sixjax just going to be retreating, as he's probably aware that the timing of the spawning pool would be somewhere like that. And the gas steal from Idra, always annoying to do. And the little one actually has a really good thought process about stealing gas, because if there's a Marine attacking the gas that you just stole, you know it's not attacking you, or it's not about to attack you. So always something that is very effective, as a couple of Zerglings get roasted by this Hellion here. And he chases down another one, actually. So this Hellion getting its money's worth of damage done right here in the early going. As you can see, the charred and roasted remains of this Zergling here. So anyway, it looks like the Hellion's going to be pushing up, trying to get a couple of drone kills. Looks like it does, but now the Roach is popping. It's going to have to book it out of there if it wants to survive, which it does. Looks like coming around. Oh, but Idra perfectly anticipating the swing back around, and now these Hellions going to be harassed by these Roaches, but now they could be getting in here, getting in a couple of good drone kills. They need to be careful though. Doesn't want to just lose those and give those up. Those can be repaired and used again, as there are overlords all over the map at this point, and now Roach is making a push. And until he needs to get these bunkers down as soon as he can and load stuff up into them, where he could actually be quite a bit vulnerable to these early Roaches. His early Roach pressure is something that's always a little bit difficult to deal with. Yeah, he needs to get in the bunker. The SCVs need to do something aside from just sit around. So Idra going to be poking around the backside with a little bit of harass of his own, taking out one SCV there, or just one-shotting it, as this Marauder not going to be able to deal with all these Roaches. But the increased range of the bunker is going to give him a little bit of security to push those on out of there. Looks like Sixjax has good saturation here at his main. He needs to go ahead and drop some mules, which he is doing at his natural expansion. Idra continuing this time to build probes, as metabolic boost is on the way for him. A Baneling's Nest also on the way, and a lair. Very, very typical. As where is the Baneling Nest? There it is. So just hidden from the scan, as you saw just go down. Anytime you can get away with hiding a tech building for as long as possible, just go ahead and do that. It's a good idea. It looks like the Italians could be pinched off here as they accidentally attacking the destructible rocks. It would take them a